What's up, guys? Welcome to Weed News at 420. I'm Lance Storm, and today I found a cool article in Forbes magazine about how scientists want to reschedule marijuana. If you're new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and let us know what you thought about the show in the comment section down below. I'm kind of dyslexic, so don't give me too hard of a time. Let's get down to it. The National Academy of Sciences released a new report last week that reviewed 10,000 scientific abstracts and researched nearly 100 conclusions that found many medical uses of marijuana and cannabis-derived products. For years, the landscape of marijuana has been rapidly shifting, as more and more states legalize cannabis for the treatment of medical conditions and recreational use, said Mary McCormick, chair of committee and a professor of pediatrics at Harvard Medical School in Cambridge. We conducted an in-depth and broad review of the most recent researches to establish firmly what the sciences say and highlight areas that still need further examination. The report, entitled The Health Effects of Cannabis and Cannabinoids: The Current State of Evidence and Recommendations for Research, went on to conclude that cannabis has both therapeutic value and public health risk. The report recommends more research and notes that the classification as a Schedule I drug impedes research, and the researchers can't get the cannabis they need in order to address specific research needs. They suggest political and non-political strategies to resolve regulatory barriers to cannabis research. An objective and evidence-based analysis of cannabis policy is necessary. The report suggests rescheduling marijuana in order to determine the benefits, but also the risks for using the product. It's possible that anti-marijuana groups need to support rescheduling marijuana in order to get the studies they need to prove marijuana can be harmful. The community found evidence to support therapeutic uses of cannabis to treat chronic pain in adults. For adults with multiple sclerosis-related muscle spasms, they said there was substantial evidence that short-term use of certain oral cannabinoids improved symptoms. They also found that cannabis helps adults with chemotherapy, including nausea and vomiting. The community covered a wide range of medical situations. In some cases, noted there were moderate evidence that cannabis was effective for improving short-term sleep outcomes in individuals with sleep apnea, fibromyalgia, chronic pain, and MS. On a negative note, the report said there was insufficient evidence that cannabinoids were an effective treatment for epilepsy. However, it only reviewed 2 studies and discounted the work of pharmaceutical companies like GW Pharmaceuticals, saying that their drugs continue to undergo evaluation. Separately, GW Pharmaceuticals is conducting phase 3 studies on Epidiolex, and all results so far have been positive. They expect to make their epilepsy drug in 2018. The report did assert that epilepsy studies should be prioritized since a substantial amount of people are already using it in these conditions. The DEA affirmed their position last August that marijuana would remain a Schedule I drug, despite petitions asking for change in order to help scientific research. The DEA did concede that scientists deserved better products to study and allowed for more growers for FDA-authorized studies. Last month, the nonprofit group Americans for Safe Access filed a legal request with the Department of Justice that the DEA update its information regarding cannabis, specifically to no longer state that marijuana is a gateway drug. The DEA has actually admitted that cannabis is not a gateway drug and does not cause long-term brain damage. The DEA has actually admitted that cannabis is not a gateway drug and does not cause long-term brain damage, psychotics, and other alleged harms. Yet they keep distributing this false information anyway. Despite the reality, these claims are not based on scientific fact, said Beth Collins, Senior Director of Government Relations and External Affairs for Americans for Safe Access. It's illegal for the government to disseminate inaccurate information, and the DEA must be held accountable. Many in the marijuana industry held on to the hope that President Obama would address marijuana's classification as a Schedule I drug before he left office, but that didn't happen. The industry is nervous that confirmation of Jeff Sessions as Attorney General could set back gains made in the legalization of marijuana. I know I messed up a little bit along the way there, but if you want to watch me mess up in other places, hit the subscribe button down below, and a notification button will let you know when I have a new video dropped. Leave a comment if you feel like it, and as always, people, stay beautiful and have a wonderful day.